there are now new suspects in the Cecilia Dapaah case. There appears to have been even more money passed around than originally reported. More property bought, more cars, and so forth. Now, one important detail is that it means that there is now a new charge sheet in the case. Now, this is significant because I think we've all been told of this narrative going around that the money that was stolen, $800,000 of it, actually belongs to a dead brother of Cecilia Dapaah's. We've all heard this narrative. But the new charge sheet is significant in one way. It doesn't state, the ownership of the cash has not changed. So when you go through the particulars of the offense, Patience Butchie, hairdresser, and Sarah Ajay, unemployed, are accused at some time in the year 2022 of stealing from Abilingpe in Accra $800,000, the property of Cecilia Dapaah. They are also accused of stealing from the same location at the same time $200,000, the property of Cecilia Dapaah. They are also accused of taking 300,000 euros from the same location in the same time frame, property of Cecilia Dapaah, and this is the new charge sheet. So what does that mean? Does this mean A, Cecilia Dapaah has abandoned the narrative of the money belongs to my brother, or B, the investigation has proved that the money was property of Cecilia Dapaah? Which of the two?
Well, you've asked a very important question. So now that the mother handed over the money to Cecilia Dapaah, it becomes her property or what?
Is that how it works?
I don't know, but
was it even the mother's property to begin with?
Well, I mean, we're told it's not the mother's property, and so you'd ask yourself the simple question: if a man dies, even if the man died intestate first, and shouldn't we be going according to PNDC law 111? In deciding who gets what, and then all of a sudden we carry, money and give it to one person. I mean, I want to understand a few things, okay? Let me just, look at this thing all over again. Let me just check this thing again, because I am seeing, this, and I just want to understand the original charge sheet. Okay, the original charge sheet. For instance, it indicated whether the wedding is just the same. Let me just get the original charge sheet and find out, the weddings in there, whether the weddings are the same. And if the weddings are the same, then it would actually help us to ask, very important questions. Because looking at it, I ask myself the very simple question: why is it so difficult for us to appreciate a thing or two? Okay, let me look at it. It's the same thing. It says the property of Cecilia Dapaah. So it's the same thing that has been said all this while. So if it's the same thing, why did we go through all of this to say? So look, I'm looking at the charge sheet on the 20th of July. It says offense 1, Patience Butchie, 18 years, hairdresser, Sarah J, unemployed between the period of July and October 2022 at Abilingpe in the Greater Accra region and within the jurisdiction of the court, did agree or acted together with common purpose to commit crime, to it stealing. And it says, count 2, Patience Butchie Sarah J, the period of July and October, Abilingpe in the Greater Accra region, did dishonestly appropriate cash, the sum of $1 million, the property of Cecilia Dapaah. Okay? Then it goes on. So that's how it says it in the first instance. Now let's look at the current one. It says, Patience Butchie Sarah J, sometime in the year 2022, at Abilingpe in the Greater Accra within the jurisdiction of this court, did dishonestly appropriate cash, the sum of 800,000 USD, the property of Cecilia Dapaah. So it's the same thing. I'd want to know the new facts to the case. So does it mean that we can now go to sleep, believing that this is the property of Cecilia Dapaah and not, the property of a brother? I mean, I would want further explanation to this, okay? Because it's the same charge sheet. I mean, these are the same words that we see in here, that is a property of Cecilia Dapaah. So, Kojo, you're right. It means that we went round on a wild goose chase or what?
Well,